Hey, hey, my wonderful, wonderful, lovely, and beautiful, and even handsome people. A pleasant afternoon to everybody. So, I bought the Sunday Gleaner yesterday. I've been missing a few little Sundays as I wanted to see the different happenings, and I know that we're in the mood and the atmosphere of our upcoming general election, which will be held sometime during the course of this year. And I'm sure that we will get that from the relevant authorities or the Prime Minister in fair order, let us say it that way. So I'm seeing something here in the Sunday Gleaner, yesterday's Sunday Gleaner. It says, Golding slips as Holness rises. Interesting. But many Jamaicans still unimpressed by either leader. So it says, Golding slips as Holness rises, but many Jamaicans still unimpressed by either leader. Let me read the article. Let's read it for those who may not have had the Sunday Gleaner. As Jamaica edges closer to its general election, the latest RJR Gleaner commissioned Don Anderson poll reveals Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness enjoys a slight but noteworthy edge over opposition leader Mark Golding in public favorability. Yet, according to two political commentators, beneath the surface of these figures may lie a more troubling reality for both major political leaders. A disengaged electorate, high unfavorability ratings, and growing public dissatisfaction with the political system itself. I've been saying this for a little time. According to the May-June 2025 poll results, Holness, leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, JLP, holds a 7.5% percentage point lead in favorability over Golding of the People's National Party, PNP. Pollster Anderson said the findings in the context of three recent polls adding April 2024 and June 2024 to the current mix are interesting. I can imagine. Holness records the highest favorability rating in two of the three, with 40% in April 2024. Golding's highest positive ratings is also in the April 2024 poll with 37%. Holness then had a 3 percentage point lead over Golding in leader favorability. Holness's rating dipped in the June 2024 poll to 34.6%, and there was a similar fall off in Golding's rating down to 35.8%. But the fall off in both led to Golding being considered marginally more favorable than Holness. This for the first time. That lead was 1.2%, he reasoned. The latest poll results show that Holness's rating increased by 3 percentage points, while Golding's fell by 5.7 percentage points. The poll has a margin of error plus minus 3%. Fair enough. All right, it says aggressive campaign now. The latest bump in Holness's favorability appears to correlate with his heightened national visibility. Anderson said he noted that since January, Holness, who is seeking a historic third term for a JLP leader, has embarked on an aggressive campaign of ribbon cuttings, groundbreakings, and benefit handovers. But that's still not the entire picture. While Holness may have capitalized on the power of incumbency, Anderson stressed the volatility of the political landscape, particularly when favorability ratings, favorable minus unfavorable, are taken into account. In the May 2025 poll, Golding's net positive of plus 7.4 actually edges out Holness plus 7.2. even though Holness has a higher raw favorability rating. In the latest poll, 30.4% of respondents had a negative view of Holness, compared to 22.7% seeing Golding as unfavorable. Additionally, 32.1% had no opinion of Holness, with 42.7% mum on Golding. Despite the statistical edge enjoyed by Holness, both leaders are underperforming in the court of public opinion. According to University of the West Indies UWI lecturer and political analyst Damian Gordon, he characterized the findings as troubling, citing that both men continue to poll under 40% in favorability. There are clear signs of concern as both continue to receive generally low favorability ratings below 40%, Gordon told the Sunday Gleaner. He noted that a majority of voters either have an unfavorable or no opinion at all of either party leader, and this trend reflects strong and consistent evidence of voter disengagement and dissatisfaction, as confirmed by multiple recent polls. The high no opinion numbers for both leaders, especially Golding, further compound the problem. Gordon argues this segment of the electorate may represent either entrenched political apathy or an opportunity for the parties to convert undecided voters. This floating demographic could be pivotal in determining the outcome of the polls expected by September. Pointing to the role of gender in the findings, he said, "It is noteworthy that women have a considerably more favorable opinion of Holness compared to Golding." So women tend to view Holness, they're more favorable of Holness, of PM Holness than Golding. That is what it is saying here for those who may not have gotten it. Male respondents, on the other hand, are almost evenly split in their opinions of both leaders. So it is almost 50-50 between where the men are concerned as it relates to both leaders. So I guess that is why Prime Minister Holness will now edge, because the women are more favorable for him, and it is almost 50-50 across the board with the men. This suggests that the Prime Minister has a stronger appeal among women, an important voting demographic given their higher rates of voter participation. Women tend to be more involved in these things. The opposition should view this as a potential sign of vulnerability. It would be helpful to gain deeper insights into the factors that shape men's and women's perceptions of each leader, the lecturer suggested. The Prime Minister's favorability is higher than that of the opposition leader and has marginally improved since the last poll. In contrast, the opposition leader's favorability has declined. The Prime Minister enjoys higher favorability across both genders and nearly all age groups, except those aged 55 to 64. However, it is important to note that unfavorable opinions of the Prime Minister are also higher across both genders and almost all age groups. So that is for those who are, not favorable, not in favor of him then. So it's still across all age groups. Gordon pointed out, with the age group 18 to 24 being the exception. Looking at possible drivers of Holness's favorability, the UWI lecturer noted that he has the advantage of incumbency, which allows him to showcase tangible achievements. But a stronger personal branding with a higher name and face recognition and greater party unity, with JLP supporters showing stronger alignment and loyalty to their leader, are positive indicators. Internal factions. In contrast, he said Golding may still be struggling to consolidate internal factions within the PNP and to fully galvanize support from his party base. For Gordon, however, favorability is no indication of electoral outcomes, which is true. It is important to remember that Jamaican voters do not directly elect a prime minister. Favorability ratings, therefore, do not automatically translate into voting intentions. So, and the article continues for a little bit more. It tells what they need to do. Guys, subscribe to my YouTube platform and this TikTok, and give me one of those lions. Thank you.